Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Bearded Wonder, and this is the part two of the first episode of WWR. That's Wonder Wrestling Review. This review is about the SmackDown episode of Black Friday. So let's get right into it. So Roman Reigns came out giving thanks, saying how kind of feeding the crowd a little bit, saying how SmackDown survived, was the last man standing in Survivor Series, called Corbin a dummy, um, and everything, and it was kind of funny. So the match was first match of the night was Roman Reigns versus Bobby Roode. Now Bobby Roode has been all over the map. Well, not all over the map, but he has definitely been around the block. He was in TNA for a while. He was with James Storm with a very lucrative tag team known as Beer Money. So we know Bobby Roode can hold his own. Roman Reigns. Pretty much, it was a 3-on-1 handicap match of the entire night. One thing I didn't like was the fact that Corey Graves, the announcer, he made a comment, and I'm actually going to get into this right now. He made a comment saying that how King Corbin, which because Baron Corbin won the WWR, the WWE King of the Ring, he gets to call himself King Corbin until next King of the Ring. So, since Roman Reigns was the sole survivor at Survivor Series last Sunday, he speared Corbin, which was phenomenal, beautiful. I loved it. Graves said that Corbin should be sharing the victory at Survivor Series. Now, I think that's a load of crap. Corbin is an egotistical jackass that needs to get his head kicked in, and I hope it happens sometime soon. But now, not only that, but you get Tweedledee and Tweedledum, a.k.a. Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Now, Ziggler, he used to be cool when he was with Big E and CM Punk's real-life wife. I forget her stage name. Amy, I forget what it is. But, Ziggler's just become just a cheap knockoff. He's stealing moves. The super kick, which was trademarked by HBK, Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania, Mr. Hall of Famer, and now he's doing the super kick. I mean, come on now. HBK, really, are you going to let that slide? Are you going to let that happen? The fans want to know. So, the match goes on, and Reigns ends up winning it. I give that match a 4-star because there's a lot of back and forth. Towards the end, Bobby tried to take Roman Reigns' head off. Now, Roman Reigns is all about family. He's very into family. And so when Rude said, say hello to your kids and your wife, it set Roman Reigns off. And he was about to get his head bashed in by the scepter from Baron Corbin. Well, that really didn't sit too well with the old big dog. So he ended up spearing Bobby Roode. First, he speared Bobby Roode through the timekeeper's area, through the barricade, and then he decided to topple chairs and whatever else he could on top of Bobby Roode, which I thought was absolutely funny. So let's keep moving along. We got to see Bray Wyatt and the Firefly Funhouse. Now, rumor has it that in Wrestling Always broke this story. One of the rumors is that in 2020, Wyatt versus The Fiend is going to happen, to where whoever loses has to leave. He's going to be gone forever. So they're thinking that Wyatt is going to lose to The Fiend. So you won't see Bray Wyatt anymore. You'll just see The Fiend, which is going to start his Undertaker push and bringing him out only for pay-per-views when he has a new opponent. I don't know how I feel about that one quite yet, but we'll see how it goes. Bray Wyatt wanted to play with Daniel Bryan again. He wanted a rematch. Bryan is going back to the old Daniel Bryan. The Yes Movement is back. Oh, yes. Big fan of the Yes Movement. Very glad that it is back. That's what made Daniel Bryan famous. So now we'll see, we're here. So it comes back from commercial, and it shows Sasha Banks and Bayley. And they come down to the ring, and they pretty much say how the entire locker room sucks. How Sasha could have beaten everybody on NXT and Raw with her eyes closed if she would have got to pick her own team. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Oh, yawn, yawn, yawn. So Bayley, of course, had to add her 2 cents in. Little follower that she is. So, match number 2, or no, while that was all happening, Lacey Evans, she's one of the newest women to be called up from NXT, former military fighter pilot. She plays the sassy Southern Belle. She came up and pretty much started talking smack to Bayley, saying how a strong the women's locker room needs to be brought by. I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention, to be totally honest. Last thing I saw between those three was Lacey Evans give a right hook to Sasha Banks and knock her out. And you see Bayley start crying. That little lip just start quavering, just like this. It was crazy. It was stupid. Match number 2 of the night was Ali versus Drew Gulak, or whatever. He's from 205 Live. I give that one a 3-star. Ali, he's kind of a mid-card right now. They need to give him a serious push, but I doubt it'll happen. All right, let's move on. Sorry, I actually wrote here. I'll show you. I actually wrote everything down, so still getting used to it all. So, a lot of wrestling news sites had broke this. Wasn't supposed to happen until 2020, but with Bray winning the title and turning it blue, they wanted to give The Fiend his own title. And let me tell you, that thing looks creepy as hell. Something straight out of a M. Night Shyamalan or Stephen King nightmare. Ugh. But it's pretty cool though. Fiend gets his own belt. Match number 3 of the night was Nikki Cross versus Sonya Deville, part of Fire and Ice. Sonya Deville, she is WWE's region or gay lesbian rights advocate. She is lesbian herself. Freaking gorgeous. Her girlfriend is gorgeous. But anyways, Nikki won the match thanks to Alexa Bliss. Yes, that's right. You heard correctly. Alexa Bliss, the goddess herself, is back. So, that was always good. Oh, by the way, Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, is coming back. I think he just put, when he did his little creepy little montage of, or not montage, but monologue of what he thought of the SmackDown lay of the land. Sometimes there's going to be big plans for him. So, match number 4 was the New Day and the Open Challenge. And Cesaro and Nakamura picked it up to retain the SmackDown titles. It was a good match. I give that one about 3.5, 4 stars. Good match, good solid back and forth. But you can definitely tell the strains of the relationship of the New Day are starting to wear. And when Xavier Woods comes back, Woods and the Big E are going to be speaking and trying to figure out a way to undermine Kofi. So that's gonna be brutal. Pay attention, watch out. I give that one a match. I give that match 3 stars as well. It was back and forth, not normal New Day stuff, but they were down a man, so it's really okay. Yes, yes, like I said, the Yes movement is back. I think that Daniel is going to cut his hair because they claimed that Bray Wyatt was going to bring a new face to the Firefighter Funhouse. So Daniel's either going to shave his beard or cut his hair by next week. Just watch. Just wait. Any questions, go ahead and leave them. Any questions you guys may have, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll take a look and I'll answer them in the next review about SmackDown. So, like I said, this is part 2 of episode 1 of WWR. That is Wonder Wrestling Review with your host, the Bearded Wonder.